Hello there, I'm Jay Skinner, and this is the Buyers and Sellers pre-show. Thank you for joining us. We'll take a couple of minutes and I'll play a song, give everybody a chance to get on. You're joining the Buyers and Sellers show. It's 10:35 every Friday morning. We've got a lot of different topics. I always come on a little bit early to get everybody on, and we'll start out 30 minutes up and down most of the time. I think you'll like it. Today is do-it-yourself marketing. So there's two things. One is you may want to just do it yourself. And I'm going to show you about a lot of do-it-yourself stuff today. The other thing is that you've got marketing companies that you're managing, marketing people that you're working with. And sometimes it seems like a trust me deal. And that's great. I trust the people I work with and that I hire. But I want to show you some of the right questions to be asking about so that when they're doing their monthly review with you, you know some more than you knew before. You know some more than you knew before. That's what the Buyers and Sellers show is all about. So I see people getting on. Just hang on and we'll get started here in a minute. And we're live. Hey, I'm Jay Skinner, and this is the Buyers and Sellers Show. I'm in my studio in beautiful Westfield, Indiana, United States of America. And we've got people from all over joining us right now. I say, good morning, Sharon Hoffmeister. Today will be 8:58. And I got to say, congratulations. Sharon has gone live 858 consecutive days for her business. And I'm real proud of you, Sharon. Keep it up. Excellent. She's my niece. There you go. Anyway, as we go forward here, this day is about do-it-yourself marketing and things to think about when you're getting into it. One thing I want to encourage you is you can look at my website, which is thejayskinner.com. And then I also want you to know that when we talk, it's for all of us. And on Friday morning when we're live, I want to really encourage you to get on board and I want to know how things are going, and especially interested in your thoughts about the topic. And it's whatever it is. The silver rule here is do unto your vendors how you want your customers to do unto you. And I hope you'll think about that. Do unto your vendors what you'd like your customers to do unto you. And I say, hey, Scott Ricard, thanks for joining us. Greg Sneed, good morning from the country of California. Well, I'll tell you what, in all these years of doing business, it was always that way for me. I go to LA and it was a different country. Beautiful country, loved it. But it was and has been all these years like doing business in a different country when we were headquartered over on the East Coast in the Indiana area. But I love it and I'm thankful for it. Thank you for coming. When we get into the topic here, I want you to let's look at some things. If you need me, you know how to get in touch with me. And offline, as you know, if you don't, I'm telling you, I'm very open. I love talking to everybody. Remember that silver rule. And today we're introducing the green rule. How about that? The green rule, which is do unto yourself what you are asking others to pay you to do unto them. Now, for some of you, you offer a service. You might be doing a digital marketing service, or you're trying to get people to buy into your services to do something to improve their business. Oftentimes, we'll have uh, management and business consultants type of people here, which with PDT Associates, I do active consulting and CEO extension, the CEOextender.com. And so I'm pulling back the curtain here, and I want you to see some of the things that we're doing and how that all kind of fits in, and then how maybe you can do more and get yourself out there better. Um, the objective is building your marketing it's to have share of mind. That should say the objective to building your marketing is to have share of mind. I'm going to correct that right now. The objective to building your marketing is to have share of mind. Let's look at that again. Want to have it right. Okay. You must come to mind on the particular topics that you are doing, so people will look you up. Now, that's like attraction marketing. That's like not so much sales, but putting yourself in a position where someone thinks about something that you're involved with, that they'll say, oh man, I had to call Joe Schmo or Sarah Smiley. I think she has something to do with that. I want to look her up. And your marketing needs to make it happen so they think like that. And then all of a sudden they're, doing it with you. And some of the basics that you need are: one, fast internet, a website with search engine optimization. A website alone is not just enough, but you got to make sure Google and the other search engines are crawling it, and you can find or be found on your website. You want to make sure some of the things that help you get there are what they call Google Business and Google Analytics. And then there's LinkedIn. And then there's TikTok, which you've seen a lot of me on TikTok, I know. And then there's, you got to have a telephone where people answer it. I can't believe how many businesses aren't answering their phone these days, and they're letting it go to, 6 rings and then a voicemail. Oh my gosh. Um, if you're one of my potential vendors and I can't talk to you, and that you somehow manage your day by voicemail, I want to say, please don't do that. I mean, I'll tell you what, that's an issue that is a real pet peeve of mine, and right into, well, I'll tell you, all the way back to 2008, when I got very, very involved in some very big corporations that were working with me. I found that people somehow learned or thought that it was a good idea to just let everything go to voicemail and then use that as a time management technique. And I think it's terrible. I mean, just answer the phone. If you can't talk right now, then say hi and take down a phone number and call me back. But this idea of time management using voicemail, I think that really stinks. If you think it stinks too, put a 1 in. Put a 1 in your comments. If you think managing your time using voicemail stinks, put a 1 in there. I'll tell you what, I got plenty of big guys in the world that are rich and powerful and influential that always take my call. And it's not because I'm such a big duck. They take everybody's call. And we talk and we communicate. Doesn't mean you have to talk for an hour, but you can say hi and leave the voicemail for situations where you're simply there with someone else in a meeting that's important and you can't take a minute to say hi. Just think about that. If you want to put a 1 in your comments, let me see if you agree. That'd be great. I'd love to see that. So with these things that I've showed you that are very important to building your persona online and have people trying to find you. I see some stuff piling up here. I'm going to go to comments in a minute. So be sure and put your 1 in there if you think going to voicemail stinks as a time management technique. Okay, where we go. Let's just take a look. Let's just see if anybody's joining me with that idea. There we go. Good, good. Okay, it's kind of funny. My comments were showing something was coming up, but I don't see any. So I'll go back. Here we go. Number one, check your internet speed. I can't believe it when someone is trying to do internet stuff and they've got no speed. So I'm going to share my stream here. There you go. And I brought up something here called speed test. And I'm going to show you that I'm going to hit go and we'll see. But you can see that this has got some pretty decent speed. Now, it goes up and down. Earlier today, it was terrible. And last Friday, when I was doing my show, my upload, which is what allows me to do this show, was way below like 2. And so I actually came on Friday night and redid my show so the vocals the would be right because it was garbled. And right now you'll see my upload is exceeding 20, which is great. And if you want to find this, it's called speedtest.net. I suggest this app on your Windows machine, and you can also go to it through the web. I'll tell you, the web version drags your machine down a little bit, but it's still good. One way or another, the ping in this 20 to 30 range, even 18s and 16s is really good. And a download of 700 is spectacular. To do what I'm doing, your greatest need is your upload if you're going to go live. And I say, don't just get just enough, get more than enough so that you're covered when things get low, because there might be a time when the internet traffic outside my neighborhood and the business community is dragging the whole signal down. And so get too much is what I recommend. There you go, speedtest.net. Now that my internet's up and presumably you can still understand what I'm saying and singing, you want to get your website going. And now here's my website. Now, I'll tell you that there's lots of different places to go to build websites like Wix, W-I-X. I happen to just know and love GoDaddy. And GoDaddy's done real well for me. For personally getting involved in building my own website, it's a great place for me to go and look stuff up and build my website. Now I'm going to take you right here to the GoDaddy website. And once you've got this, see, you can go in here and on GoDaddy, you'll have your websites that you've bought and stored all showing here, and all the domains that you might have, and more and more. It's all here in one place. And one of the things that I really, really like about it is I like their customer service. And when you dial their customer service number, you get a live person if you want one. And it's not hard to get a live person. And they get into it with you in a great way to help you figure out problems. Now, I'm going to really pull back the curtain here because I want you to see when you use their website builder program, the kind of interface that you've got here. And I'm going very quickly here, but I want to see you to see that you can do this, and you put in stuff here with all sorts of interesting, like I've had 1,451 site visitors, 104 since my last big update, 30 days. We got social views. I connected into some of my social media, and it tells me through their service that I'm in the top 89%. I'm a top performing site. And I will tell you that some of this is underrated. It's really better than what it shows, but once you get it to looking at it, at least you can see some stuff. And the really cool thing is that you can edit your website, you can post your website, you can grab a template that you kind of like, and then you start putting stuff in, and you can add these different tabs with important things in it, and you can do it yourself. And over here, when you're building things, you can actually just click over here, and then you start to insert, new text, and you can add the pictures. And you see I'm a plasticpalletguy.com, and you can do all this yourself. And then when you make changes, you can preview and then you can publish it. It's easy once you get started. And the upside is it's wonderful. And then once you hire, once you say, okay, great, I got some stuff done, you can preview it, you can publish it and get it out there on the web real quick. And I love it. And if I have any trouble, I can ask for help. But another thing I love about it is because I can also get into the search engine optimization, which is so important. And I very much recommend that you use that because they will take you through, after you've published things, through the search engine optimization. Let's see if this will give me that. Okay, we're talking about that. I'm going to go back to the dashboard here. Marketing. There we go. And hit SEO. And then it'll take you through step by step of making sure that your site is optimized with the right words and things that you need in order to get the best attraction and the best Googling, if you want to say, for the topics that you talk about. It's great. And you can do it yourself. And you add keywords, you include business contact. I mean, you do all this stuff for your site. And then what the cool thing is then you get great position and you show up, which is what you want to do. And you can do this yourself. Now you pay for the website builder. And the good news is it's here and you've got people that you can talk to. And under here, you can contact them electronically, or you can get on the telephone and talk to them. It's whatever works for you that way. But what's important, and you know what? I got an important customer right here. And I'm going to show you. Hey there. I'm doing good. I'm right in the middle of my live broadcast, and I'm showing them that I take a phone call all the time from important people. So, and that's the truth. So I'm online right now. Can I call you back when I get off? Awesome. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Great. One of my big customers, it's like, take the call, for crying out loud. It's not a bad idea. Got some comments here. Let's see what it says. Greg says, that song was pleasing to the palate. It was. It was. Thank you. Glad you like that. You made me smile. So what I'm showing you here is how to do it yourself for your website. And I've been doing do-it-yourself kind of stuff with GoDaddy for a long time. And I really want to suggest that you take a look at that as a place to go. And it's just the help that you get, the way they answer the phone, it's worth it. The downside is that if you decide for some reason to leave GoDaddy, you can't pick up the coding and everything and move it to another site. Like if you were doing more like a WordPress coding, but that's not that important to me. I'm good with GoDaddy and they're very good and they help build my SEO. And so then the next thing that you want to go to, and I'm going to start popping through this stuff, is you want to make sure that you're hooked up right with Google. And so get control of your Google account. Like right now, I have multiple Google accounts, but for this business, it's under wjayskinner@aol.com. And I'm logged in and I have a Chrome thing going here under the WJ Skinner. Now I have other GoDaddy accounts for different businesses and things that I do, but I keep PDT Associates under this. And then if you look up PDT Associates just this way, you see I have a business listing and information about it and ways for people to get to me, and it talks about us, because what you're trying to do is get as much stuff going as you possibly can, so that when people are looking for your topic, they'll find you. And I'm going to do something that's kind of fun here. Let's just take off of my website. Let's just see. I'm going to take something very specific off of it, and let's see if Google is watching me at all. And we're going to do like this, and I'm going to just say google.com, go straight to the Google site, and I'm going to put it in there, this topic right here. And now I want you to notice what I'm trying to see is, are they crawling my website? And look at that. I typed in those words, the CEO extender, getting projects done, training and consulting, and you can see all those words show up somewhere, but that particular phrase is right there popping up. Well, so I know it's crawling my website, and the world is getting an idea of what I do from making sure that my SEO is right. And so it's like, I need plastic pallets. Is Google finding me? Well, I know plastic pallets is out there a lot, but I've been out there as the plastic pallet guy. Now, you remember that because I'm using that in my social media and everywhere I go. And we get down there. Now, here's ads. It's kind of interesting. They're paying to get at the top, but I'm at the top without paying. And then here's stuff that I've been doing all over. That's kind of cool. It's like there's a Facebook post, there's some YouTube. How cool is that? Some pictures off my website. And this is all just through that GoDaddy, building the SEO through that, and then making sure that I'm out there on social media in a way that people can enjoy. And that's where I'm going to take you next. So let's just turn off some of this. Google Analytics, we talk about that. That's important. You want to do that. But let's take a look at, this is a good one right here. How about LinkedIn? And I'm going to make the page just a little bit bigger so we can see what we're looking at here. There we go. And then when it comes to LinkedIn, look at, there's my site. This is a personal profile. It's not a business page. And then when you're in LinkedIn, this Google's up real good, and Google finds things. Here's recent things, and we're going to have some fun. We'll go right over here. There you go. Thanks, Denise, for accepting the invitation. That's cool. And we go over here to events. And there we are, do-it-yourself marketing, the green rule. And some of you that are watching right now got the invitation to that event. And so when I created through StreamYard, right here, this program, I made this, and I'm live right now, and I could go into the studio and we probably get video and audio feedback. But this company called StreamYard is the company that provides a platform for us to do all this cool stuff. And then if you look at this, here's all my shows all piled up so that I can use them if I need to do either rebroadcasts or if I need to embed and share them. And then you can see here that I've got this broadcasting on Twitter, YouTube, LinkedIn, and 2 different Facebook channels. And you can do this, and this just helps people find you and know you. This is the do-it-yourself marketing that I'm talking about here. Now, where do we go from there? Facebook. And then I've got 2 Facebook channels going, and this is my personal channel. And then I have a business channel, PDT Associates, and I run them like parallel, and cool things happen there. And so when I run the show up through that, then there's more ways that you can find me to talk about what we're doing. And see right here is under PDT Associates, this video is live right now. And you can see that's happening, and people can find it and good things can happen. And then I will pin a particular show to the top. So when people go to my site, they'll see generally the most recent one. I'm going to do that right here, is I'm going to pin the live show to the top. Now that's getting slow. And I'm probably asking it to do too much. So while we're doing that, I'm just going to kill it. I don't want to overwhelm my my program. Look at that. See, right now it's showing what we're doing live. How about that? Is that cool or what? Okay, let's get off because I don't want to overload everything. Good. Now, TikTok. We're going to look at that in a minute. So there's the website. Now, where else do we go? We talk about LinkedIn. Then we go to Facebook. Now, what about TikTok? Many of you see me on TikTok. I'll pull this over here. Because when you turn TikTok on, it seems like you always hear somebody that comes right up. I'm going to click that off. I want to go to my profile. And let me show you on TikTok how that works. Now I got my name, my company in there, and the followers. But now you can see on TikTok the different videos that I put up. I want to have some fun here. Maybe I'll find some plastic pallets. This is the plasticpalletguy.com stuff. And you put in some text in there and people can find you and you can, I mean, it's so cool. You can share it to all these platforms. All right, I'm with the mayor here.
Yeah.
And I'm here with Mayor Andy Cook. And look at that.
And I'm live with Jay Skinner.
You're live with
What
Jay
an honor.
I know, it's awesome, man. And we just keep finding each other out here at these places.
Well, you must get
Cut the
around.
ribbon.
I get paid to get around. You're around all the time.
I am.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're getting paid. Isn't it nice?
Not much.
Me either. Hey, so happy to be here. Now we're gonna escape. There we go. TikTok. Now I'm just telling you that this is stuff you can do from your computer, from your cell phone. So much of this production takes place right here on your own to get share of mind. So when people are looking for whatever it is you're doing to help them be more successful. My PDT Associates does, what do we sell? Best in the word, custom plastic pallets. And I do the CEO extender. I also do some work in CRMs. And then I also have, here's my pallet section. And people can click on here and they can see pictures of the plastic pallets, examples of them and how we do what we do. And then, of course, if people are looking for, well, who is Jay Skinner and what does he do? There you go. This is all done in that GoDaddy. I mean, are there some late nights? Yeah, but it's fun and you build it yourself. And while you're building it yourself and playing with it, there's a lot of satisfaction that comes along with that as well. So we call this do-it-yourself marketing. And for those of you that are not doing it all yourself, which I'm not doing it all myself either. I've got some other stuff that I work with professionals that are way smarter than me on much of this stuff. When we're doing this, the cool thing is that when you hire someone and you're paying them $600 or $700 or $800 or $1,000 or $2,000 or $5,000 or $6,000 a month or whatever it is to do your marketing and put this out all over the place for you, you can tell if they're on it, if good things are happening. You can also tell if they're slacking a little bit. Sometimes kind of get started and there's a lot of energy and then it slacks off. But you can hold them accountable. And that's okay. You should do that. So is there a chance that maybe you could be doing a do-it-yourself deal? Hey, Eric, you just put up a 1. Thank you. I agree. People should definitely answer the phone. Like you saw here, one of my big customers calls. I'm right in the middle of the show. Take the call. He knows I'm in the middle of the show and I took the call. He's probably going, whoa, oh my goodness. What about that? It's like, great. He knows he's important to me and to what we're doing. So treat your vendors how you want to be treated by your customers. And also, the green rule that we've just come up with today is do unto yourself what you are asking others to pay you to do for them, to do unto them. I mean, think about it. If you're out there and you're wanting someone to hire you to do some sort of a job, the job you're asking them to pay you to do, which maybe it's in sales and marketing or whatever it is, are you doing it for yourself? And really, no matter what you're in, I don't care if you're applying to be a job as an engineer or a chemist at a company. You need to be all in for them, and you're asking them to hire you so you will represent their company well and perform well and be awesome at it. Make sure you're doing all those things for yourself, because today you're Jerry Smith Incorporated as you're promoting yourself to try to get a job or whatever you're doing. So think of yourself as John Smith Incorporated, and how you must promote yourself in order to get that job and to stand up and represent your company well. People will respect that. And so then, as I am selling my services as the CEO extender or the plasticpalletguy.com, people will appreciate that they would kind of like me to do for them what I'm doing for myself. And this automatically shows them why I got the idea, because people call me and people find me, and it's a lot of fun. And someone will say, well, maybe I need some of that plastic pallet stuff, or maybe I need you to do some of that sales and marketing for me, like you're doing for yourself and you've done for others for the last 30 years. Maybe I need you to help me grow my business, and that'd be me. You be that for others. Thank you so much for coming. This has been a great time, and I appreciate what you've done. Remember, I'm Jay Skinner. And I want to encourage you, if you want to get in touch with me, you know how to, thejayskinner.com or pdtassociates.com. Most of all, I'm thankful that you're here. I've had a lot of people watch the show. We're going to wrap it up, and I'm going to wrap it up with some sentimental journey. I hope you enjoy it. Bye now. I'm going to take a sentimental journey. I'm going to set your heart at ease. I'm going to make a sentimental journey to renew old memories. So glad you came to the Buyers and Sellers Show. I'm Jay Skinner, and we're here every Friday morning at 10:35. And you are our special guest. Thank you. And we'll see you next week. Thanks for coming.